All right. Hello, and welcome. I forgot something already. Where is it? Yes, here we go. I like to have like a place to put my coffee because my studio's just got stuff everywhere. It's like your typical messy studio, which is you kind of expect it, right? You always think like, oh, artists have these messy studios. That's not the case. Some artists have actually a lot of artists have like immaculate studios. I've seen some of the studios that other artists have, and I'm like, whoa, that is a clean studio. You know, I guess you got to be you got to balance it out. You know, so that was kind of one of my pet peeves. Matter of fact, I gotta have a sip of coffee, and if you've been noticing, I've been starting my painting sessions later and later. It's not because I want to do that. It's because I've been staying up late, and it's been really messing with my schedule. But I think that's fine, quote unquote, right? Well, so for today, you know what I might try out? I might use this. I have that metal like triangle thing, and it's a little wide. So I might use this. This is smaller for my angle, like to create my like forms here. And I'm going to try something a little bit different. I am going to figure out what I'm going to say next. That's what I'm going to do. Put that there for now. What I want to do is make these like quasi together, and how I'm doing that is you can't tell, but there's a bunch of pencil lines all over this, and there's certain areas that connect. Like there's an area that I'm going to tape off here that I'm going to continue the line on this side, so it's related, or like they're like. I guess they're related. Like the paintings are like friends. I don't know what terminology you would bestow upon that. And I'm just making these odd shapes. You know what? I don't know if I like this plastic one. Okay. I'm going to move this back to the side here, because I'm not going to use it yet. And how's the light doing? How are we doing with light? We're not doing too bad. I might be able to tilt this down. If I do that, what happens? It's not bad. Okay, let's see here. You know, I think I have enough shapes here. There's this open area that I'm a little wary about leaving vacant, but I don't really care. It's not gonna like make my painting or break it if I leave it vacant like that, you know? And now I don't have my can opener. Where are you? Where are you, can opener? Well, this is one of those days where, there it is. It's one of those days when you don't know where you put your can opener, you know? It's kind of important. You need to open your cans of paint. Be helpful to know where you put your cans of paint. At least that's what I think. Maybe I don't need to know where I put my cans of paint. I don't know. Maybe I do. So I've been running a very loose ship as of late. I haven't been focused. I've been focused but not focused. I'm getting a lot done, but my night schedule's like, it is not good. I just can't seem for the life of me to go to bed at the right time. And it's really affecting my my morning habits here. I think because I'm having to do a bunch of extra things that I didn't anticipate on doing. Like I'm having to make some videos some like art lesson videos, and that is a lot long. It takes a lot longer than you think. Yeah, it takes a lot longer. So, been doing those. I would have to admit that they're not particularly the greatest, but you know, they get the point across, and they're informative, and they're with my my charm that I don't have, I guess. What they do have is an honesty that you probably don't get in other videos, because they're not mine aren't scripted, or they're scripted a little bit. They're like, I kind of review what I want to talk about, but like the sequence in which they go, the order in which the discussion goes is not necessarily set. So that's kind of bad in that regard. Sometimes it can be good, sometimes it's bad, but mostly it's just bad. Not having a plan. Kind of like these videos here. I do have a plan for the paintings, but not what I'm going to say or discuss in the painting session. I mean, it's a lot better than it was. Like, man, I just want to do those videos where I'm not talking and just painting, so that I can kind of focus on the painting itself. But I realize that can be kind of boring. But, you know, in all honesty, the action, the process of this painting is already done. You know, it's already done. All I need to do now is just execute and fill in the areas that I am taping off. There's nothing fancy about it, and that's just how it is. I know it seems kind of weird. I don't have any other like ulterior methods here, but it's just all action. I mean, it's not like a painting from life where I'm trying to observe an object and try to make that object look like what I'm seeing, but still have its own like particular twist to it. You know, this is just drawing out flat shapes and then just executing. Just executing. I'm not gonna lie though, I am tired. It just seems like the norm around here. You know, it just seems like par for the course. Just like, it's what we do now. We're just always going to be tired. It's never going to change. And I wish, I don't know, maybe that would change. I feel like I'm like a one-tracked artist or a one-tracked like type A persona. Like I just have one thing that's going on. Nothing really fancy, nothing like exciting. It's like, oh, how you doing? Oh, I'm just painting it in the morning and such. It's like I'm in a state of being sleepy. Some days I'm less sleepy than others. I don't know. I just don't know. Oh, gosh. Okay, well, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to paint these three shape forms here, and then I'm going to spin it around because it's easier. Then I like to paint at least eye level or higher. Typically, it just feels weird to paint low, you know, or even draw like low because your hand doesn't pivot the way that it should. So when it's up, you have more mobility, and if it's higher, it's even just as much mobility. But when you start getting lower, the motion feels awkward to me. Oh, now I have all my fancy smancy brush here, and I'm just going to, like before, paint these areas. You know, just fill them up. I noticed that if I try to go fast, it's the paint is a little bit more transparent. So I don't know. Sometimes I try to avoid it. So just trying to fill up this area in a flat tone. I don't know. I'm thinking about like whether or not it's okay that that there's a little bit of transparency, and I'm trying to decide whether I care enough about that it's going to affect, that it's going to cause me to focus a little bit more on that. And I'm thinking, I don't really know if I want to deal with the smaller point of having the paint fully flat, like there's no indication of the previous layer. I don't think that's worth my time. So I'm just going to fill out the area, and there's some areas that are a little bit more opaque or a little bit more transparent, and some I'm cool with it. It won't mind me. I won't mind it a bit. So that's how I feel at the moment. That could change. Thankfully, though, it generally goes on pretty flat. Yeah, pretty flat. Maybe there'll be a time in the future. I think that might be in the summer. I might be able to double my painting time. In the summer, that'll be it. That's when things are a little bit slower for me. Where I can double my painting time. And that would be nice. All right. Let's hit this area right here. All right. Moving up to the next little area. So I think what I'll do is just today, if I finish this one, I'll be good. I'm content with doing one layer a day on one panel at the moment. I would like to do more. I would really like to do more, but at this point in time, I have a few things that I must kind of attend to if I don't get up early enough. So, I am okay with only getting one panel done, but what I really need to focus on is getting up earlier to paint. Because I usually have to be I have to start doing something. I have some things I have to get done, usually around 7:30, 7:38, and I got some things I got to prepare for before I start the day, and it needs to be done before 8:39. And I usually like to get to it or start to it a little early, just in case things take longer than expected. And so I have some things I got to do outside of painting, and I got to take a little mental note of what's happening right now and probably go to bed earlier, so that I'm able to get in some more hours painting. That way, I'll actually be able to get more than one panel done, and that's just a scheduling thing that I'm not doing correctly with myself. No. I'm not working my time as efficiently as I could. And so because of that, I'm not reaping the rewards, or I'm not getting as much done, or being as, let's see, I'm not getting as much done as I'd like. There. That's what's happening. I'm not getting as much done as I'd like because I'm not getting up early enough. Because I'm staying up late. It's a giant cycle. So maybe what I need to do is go to bed early, and then I'll be able to get 3 panels done in the morning, and that'll be even better. But right now, I'm okay with only getting 1 panel done. And that's fine by me. I am excited for tomorrow, though, because tomorrow's Friday, and Friday's good coffee day. That's when I start having when I enjoy a good cup of coffee and not the swill that I am drinking right now, which is not good. This is something that's been pulling on my mind with regards to coffee and liquids, actually. I noticed right now I am not drinking enough liquids, and that's not good. You gotta drink some water, that's for sure. I just haven't been thirsty, or been so busy that I just haven't been drinking water. And I know I need it, because when I have a sip of water, I like guzzle it. I'm like, oh, it's so good. This is so good, I need some more. I'm like guzzling water because it feels like I haven't had water in days. I'm really liking these. The simplicity, the lack of worry. I'm not having to worry whether or not these are going to be successful pieces. So I am okay with how they're turning out. I think they're turning out splendidly. They have a very decorative quality that most of my paintings generally don't have. I think that'll have a better appeal. I think people will like them because of that. Not that I started doing them because I thought people would buy them. I just started doing them because I was tired of painting what I was painting, and I just went complete 180. I was like, I'm tired of painting representational work. I'm tired of spending hours and hours on one painting, and it just wasn't fun. I just wasn't having any fun doing any of them. Like, I was having fun initially, but when it came to finishing them, it became a chore. And everyone's like, oh, art is labor. Like, yeah, I get that. I get art is labor. You know, I get it. You're working. But I get tired of the whole, like, I don't want to feel like I'm doing labor when I paint. I don't want to feel like I'm working. You know, I don't want to feel like I have to, you know, I'm have to make the winning shot in a basketball game, and all the pressure's on me. I don't want that pressure, you know. I got enough of it, you know. I got enough of that outside of my art. I don't want to feel like I don't want to have to fight my painting. You know, I don't want to have to like have this intense amount of focus for extended periods of time. Like I like it sometimes, like it's in small doses. And perhaps if I was a full-time artist, I'd probably like it a little bit more because I'm not having to worry about other things than my art. But right now I'm having to worry about things that are occurring outside of my art, and it takes away from my focus. You know, there's only so much focus I can give in a day, and if I'm having to focus here, focus there, focus over there, focus up there, focus down there, focus everywhere, you know, it can really pull your energy levels down. All right. Okay, we are about done with this panel on the second layer, which is pretty good. We got 3 more to go, and then we'll be done with this set of 10. I'm starting to think though, like six layers is a little much, you know. I think 4 or 5 might be sufficient to like kind of get the point. I think 6 might be a little much. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Like, I don't know what too many layers is, like, because I haven't done it yet. So I'm curious to see what is a lot of layers for these. Almost done. Just gotta do these this area, get to the stripe, peel the tape off, and voila. I am done for this morning. I got some prep work to do. Prep work to do. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. When I start getting more awake, you know, it starts and things start to click, right? My mood changes. But I'm not a morning person. But then again, another thing that I think is interesting when someone says they're a morning person or they're not a morning person, I always find that kind of odd. It's like I don't think anyone's really necessarily like a morning person, or I don't think anyone's like a specific time person. Like I think you're just kind of thrown in to what time works best for you at that specific moment in your life. And right now, the morning works best for me because this is the only time I have available to do these things. And I would like to venture to say that I'm not a morning person. I'm probably like an 8 o'clock, 9, 10 wake up type of person. But I'm not a morning person per se. I'm probably like a morning person by happenstance, I guess. So like I was thrusted into being a morning person because of circumstances. And now it's the only time I have to do things. And that's just how it is. So this is going to look pretty good. These are some nice little things that are happening here. Yeah, these are all very nice things that are occurring. I just wish I could get these done quicker. You know? Because they're not, like, they take a while to do, but in theory, if I worked on them all day, I probably could get all 10 done in a day, because by the time I finished the 10th one, the first layer of the first panel I started would be dry, and then I could go start the next layer. Like I probably could do 10 a day. I would just need 8 straight hours to do them. Here we go. Looking good. Bada bang, bada boom. Done. Now all I gotta do is peel the tape off. And that'll be it. That will be it. And boom, look at that. It's like a reveal. Look at that. And there we go. One more for good measure. And there we go. Look at that. That is some good painting right there. Some nice abstract work. Woo! Fun. Well, I want to thank everyone that spent a moment to kind of watch while they had coffee or were eating some Lucky Charms or something like that. And I hope you have a wonderful Thursday. I believe it's Thursday. Yeah. I got to get cracking on some other things today. Have a wonderful day.